Hi everyone, this is Paul Gazak, Dean of Academic Engagement. I'm going to give you a little overview of RMU Leading Edge and tell you how to get your student club or organization into the system. So Leading Edge is our new site that allows clubs and organizations to post events, activities, news, and it goes out to the entire RMU community. It's also going to be a way for you to promote your organization, to get new students to join. So there's going to be a lot of cool things about this system that we'll get into eventually. But the first step that really needs to happen is for us to get your organizations into the system before we can share it with the wider RMU audience. So what you need to do is go to robertmorris.campuslabs.com/engage and it'll bring you to Leading Edge right here. Next, go to Sign In. When you click on Sign In, it's going to bring you to a Google Sign In page. So all you need to do is sign in with your RMU email information. And there you go, you're in the system. When you first log in, you'll see that it's going to prompt you for your first and last name, your RMU email address, and ask you just to accept something on the bottom with a little click box. So do that and then you'll be in. Now when you get into the system, you'll see that eventually you'll have listed what clubs and orgs and departments you're already a part of. You'll see what events are happening around campus. You'll see news that different organizations and departments are sharing about what's happening at RMU. So we'll go over that all more and you have a chance to explore at your leisure, but here's what you need to do in order to get your club or organization into the system. If you're the faculty advisor or the student president or leader of your group, then what you're going to do is go to Organizations, click on that. When you come to this page, you see these are the only departments that have been added to the system so far, which is why we need to get yours in there. Go into the Organization tab, then click on Register an Organization. Even if your organization has been around forever, this site is new, so you need to go and register your organization down here where it says Register a New Organization. Now, you're going to go through several pages of information, things that you have to fill in. It's just the same as the paper registration process that we have always done for clubs and organizations at RMU. And because the system is new, you're going to need to populate these content from your organization into the site. So as you go through these steps, it's going to ask you for your mission statement, your vision statement. It's also going to ask you to read and accept some of the terms and conditions of starting an organization at RMU. Eventually, you'll have to upload a picture to represent your organization also. It will also ask you to load in at least 2 members of your organization into the system before it can get started. So that can be as simple as your faculty advisor, your president, or your president, VP, so on and so forth. As you get going through the process, you see this little tab right here with submissions. You don't have to finish it all in one go. If you get started and need to stop for some reason, you can close out your progress and you can come back to it later in the Submissions tab. So go through those steps, and when you're all finished, the registration form will come to me on the admin side, and I will approve it, and you'll be into the system. Then what will happen is once it's loaded up, you, as the faculty advisor or student president, when you're in the system, you can go up to here and click on that and go to Manage. Under Manage, you'll see what organizations you're presiding over. I'm going to click on Student Clubs and Organizations. I'm presiding over this group. On the Managing side, I can click on Organization menu over here, and from there, I can do stuff with my roster. I can add events, I can add news items, gallery, so on and so forth. So you can manage all the functions and features of your group. And I'm going to click on roster here. If I go up to invite people, it gives me a text box where I can add email addresses. So once you do start your org in the system, you can just use this box to send an email to all your current members and invite them to join into the system and be into the organization right away as well. So that will get your club started, and that will get your roster uploaded onto the system. And then eventually, once you've done all that and you start sharing news and events and so on and so forth, it'll all start showing up here on the site, and we'll all know more about what's happening around campus, and even students who aren't in a student club or organization will be able to come on the site and see events, news, so on and so forth. And eventually we'll put this link for Leading Edge on the RMU site, social media, all over the place that people will be able to find it very, very easily. So go ahead, go through the process, get your organization set up in the system, get your members onto the site as well. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out at me at pgaszak@robertmorris.edu or stop by my office in Suite 300 on the Chicago campus.